Once upon a time, in the heart of Europe, there was a land ruled by Muslims, a land filled with science, art, poetry, and peace. A land where Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived side by side. That land was Al-Andalus. But today we know it as Spain. So, what happened? How did one of the greatest Islamic civilizations disappear? And could it have been saved? Stay with me till the end, because the story of Al-Andalus is not just history, it's a lesson we must never forget. The year was 711. A young Muslim general named Tariq ibn Ziyad crossed the sea from Morocco into Spain. He came not with greed but with a mission. Within a few years, Islam spread across Spain, and Al-Andalus was born. For centuries, it became a shining light in the world. While Europe was in the Dark Ages, Muslims in Al-Andalus were building libraries, hospitals, and universities. They invented surgical tools, translated Greek books, and introduced algebra and astronomy. Cities like Cordoba, Granada, and Seville became centers of knowledge and culture. At its peak, Cordoba had more than 70 libraries, while the rest of Europe struggled with illiteracy. This wasn't just a Muslim empire. Christians, Jews, and Muslims lived together in what some called a golden age. So, how did such a powerful place fall? The downfall didn't begin with an enemy from outside, it began from within. After years of unity, Muslims in Al-Andalus became divided. Different rulers fought for power. Brothers turned against brother. One kingdom split into many, small ones called the Taifas. And when Muslims fought each other, the Christians' kingdom in the north, Castile, Aragon, and Leon, began to rise. They saw their chance. This period is called the Reconquista, the Christian effort to take Spain back. Some Muslim kings in desperation made terrible mistakes. They asked Christian rulers for help against their own Muslim brothers. They even paid them gold. But the Christian armies didn't stop. They kept pushing south, city by city, until only one city was left, Granada, the last Muslim kingdom. In 1492, after 700 years of Muslim rule, Granada fell. The Muslim ruler, Abdil, handed the keys to the Catholic monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella. And just like that, Al-Andalus was gone. But that wasn't the end of the pain. The Christians made promises. You can stay, you can pray, you can live in peace. But they broke every promises. Mosques were turned into churches, Arabic books were burned, Muslims were forced to convert or leave. Those who stayed and refused to give up Islam were tortured, even killed. This was the start of Spanish Inquisition, one of the darkest periods in European history. And just like that, the land that once echoed with the call to prayer fell silent. Al-Andalus didn't fall in a day. It fell slowly because of division, betrayal, and loss of unity. It's a warning from history. No matter how strong we are, if we fight among ourselves and forget our values, we will fall. But even though Al-Andalus is gone, its legacy lives on. In the architecture of Spain, in the Arabic words in the Spanish language, in the light of knowledge that once spread across the world. So let's remember and let's never let history repeat itself. If the story touched you, share with someone who needs to hear it, because the fall of Al-Andalus is a story that every Muslim should know.